Organizations needs to redesign their processes. They cannot operate in 1990 model and expect an outcome of 2025. If you do not implement AI, your competitor has done that yesterday only. Most people talks about GenAI as an inspiration. I talk about GenAI as a value realization.
What are some of the strategic mistakes you see that C-suite is making when they're trying to implement Gen AI across the enterprise?
So the biggest strategic mistakes they make is
What execution mistakes do C-suite consistently make that kill AI value?
say business team, data team, technical team, infra team. Till the time this square doesn't work together, it will be fail.
It mentioned that your portfolio includes 40 products, which includes 6 Gen AI products.
We will disrupt 450 billion USD data analytics product industry through those products.
Which migrate Tableau dashboards to Power BI with 90% accuracy.
We have done that. And I would like to tell you one thing. There are many companies and the competitors which claim we have an automated solution for Tableau to Power BI. They publish their solutions in multiple places, Google, Microsoft AppSource. If any company even achieves 30% accuracy in single click, we will give entire code with IP to free of cost. And our guarantee is 75 to 90% in a single click.
Hello everyone, this is Anish Malhotra. Welcome to the 365 Circle C-Suite Advantage Leadership Series podcast. We have Manish Kumar Agarwal ji with us. He's Chief Strategy and Transformation Officer at Office Solutions AI Labs. And we welcome him today. We want to understand his perspectives, his journey, and what is the vision behind Office Solutions AI Labs in next 10 years down the line. Manish, Times Magazine 2026 has reported McKinsey, BCG and PwC as the future companies for leaders. So, how has the experience of yours shaped across these organizations?
Thank you very much, Anish, first of all, for bringing me in this podcast. It's a great session and great initiative which you have started. While you work with those companies, the environment of those companies tells you how to do big transformations, how to bring clarity, how to bring uh, key initiatives in your actions. Because while you work with top notch consulting clients, you learn how to adopt new changes, how to sail your ship during the difficult times. So those all things I have learned while I was working with those organizations, and that is very relevant in the GenAI era nowadays. Reason being, GenAI era is changing with rapidly speed, and this is beyond the speed of the any organizational structure. So adoption is required, and you need a leaders who can adapt as very fast speeds. Though that is those things I have learned while I was working with those organizations. While I talk to CEOs nowadays, I do not talk what model they are using, what LLM they are using. I directly talk what outcomes they are expecting, what output they are expecting out of this process. Because I have learned in those organizations how to link your transformation project with actual P&L and actual outcomes. So rather than talking on the technical terms, I directly talk to the CEOs what outcomes you are expecting and what you are trying to achieve. So this is a good thing which I have learned while I was working with those organizations.
Beautiful. So,
Thank you.
you often say Gen AI is not a technology shift, it's an organizational shift. Why do you believe enterprises need a completely new operating model today?
GenAI collapses 5 steps workflow using a single prompt. It eliminates the need of middle layer. It reduces the number of handoffs, right? So now organizations needs to redesign their processes. They cannot operate in 1990 model and expect an outcome of 2025. That is why we need a AI first org chart.
Correct.
I'm writing a book on that very soon, which will be available in the market, so that you have to create an environment which is AI ready and which is a combination of multiple agents, automations talking to each other, right? And then If you do not implement AI, your competitor has done that yesterday only. So you have to take care of that.
Absolutely. World is changing at a very, very fast pace. So what makes your consulting perspective different from other Gen AI voices today?
Most people talks about GenAI as an inspiration. I talk about GenAI as a value realization. I've been part of board level discussions. My strategies have been validated and implemented in multiple Fortune 50 companies, in supply chain domain, in real estate, in healthcare domain, in financial domains. So they have been assessed, validated, scrutinized in the boardrooms. So they are all practical.
Correct.
They're not academics. So that is where the outcomes we give the guaranteed outcomes
Yes.
because the approaches are practical. They're not theoretical or academics.
Hanji. Interesting. So, your work, you work directly with the CEOs and CIOs and CXOs of the world. What are some of the strategic mistakes you see that C-suite is making when they're trying to implement Gen AI across the enterprises?
So the biggest strategic mistakes they make is they start with the tool rather than a problem. They have to think about the real workflow. What should be the real workflow? How this problem needs to be solved, rather than focusing on the GenAI or LLM models. The second model is they pass those projects to the middle layer. GenAI is a business reinvention, and business reinvention required lot of effort, decision making. Till the time C-suite is not involved in those projects, they will not be successful. Second mistake is passing those projects to the middle layer without taking the ownership by the C-suite.
All right.
And third is the adoption plan. Till the time business or leadership doesn't focus on the adoption, you roll out any GenAI project. If adoption is not there, it will be failed. Adoption is not a miracle. It's a continuous effort which includes different types of training programs, different types of benefits, assessment, and tracking.
All
So
right.
that is where leadership has to pitch in. And if they do these three things, then the GenAI project will be successful.
So you've been inside transformation rooms, sir, where Gen AI projects stall. What execution mistakes do C-suite consistently make that kill AI value?
There are three. No cross functional squads. There is a IT project, GenAI project, developed by the IT team. Business people is not aware about it. No ownership is there. Basically, all teams are not talking to each other. All teams, when I say business team, data team, technical team, infra team, till the time this squad doesn't work together, it will be fail.
Hanji.
Second, adoption plan. Adoptions are missing. Till the time adoption is not there, advertisement of the new process, teaching to the people, clarify their questions, they should not feel discomfort about the adoption of the new processes. So that is the second thing which fails the project. And third is the no measurement. Most of the 95 MIT says 95 GenAI projects are failing because when they were started, leadership has no idea how the success will look like. How do I measure the ROI? So if you do not have a plan, how I'm going to see the success of the project? What are the ROI? What are the KPI I should evaluate? I have released a new framework very recently which talks about how you can evaluate the ROI of any GenAI project.
Correct.
So these are the three key regions. Because of this, these type of projects gets failed.
Interesting. So, I would love to understand a little bit about the offerings of Office Solutions AI Labs. What problems are you guys solving for the enterprises out there?
We think enterprise do not need another AI tool. They need productized GenAI based workflows.
Hanji.
We have seen practically every use case in any organization becomes a new custom project. We think the workflow should be as standard as we have SAP modules. That is where we design the solutions, which is a combination of smart workflows,
Correct.
agents, and automations. We bundle them together as a solution which solves business problem from very first day without any dependency.
Interesting. So, coming to your next 3-year vision with the Office Solutions AI Labs, where do you guys see yourselves?
3 years from now, we foresee Office Solution AI Labs as an organization which is being discussed in the boardrooms of Fortune 500 companies, When they think they need a value proposition through AI, they think about Office Solution AI Labs. We are working in orchestrated platforms which sits on top of the existing systems and solves business problems, business challenges using smart agents, automation, and intelligent dashboards.
Looks very promising. So I was reading this, and it mentioned that your portfolio includes 40 products, which includes 6 Gen AI products like Pulse Convert, Decision Pulse AI, Magic Grid, Gen Flow, Pulse QA, and DAX Optimizer. Can you briefly explain the ecosystem that you're building over here right now?
We are building an integrated stack which talks about data intelligence and action. I will just give you one idea like whatever 5, 6 GenAI products we are developing or we have developed, they completes your entire AI or data analytics ecosystem.
All right.
And I can tell you today, we will disrupt 450 billion USD data analytics product industry
Correct.
through those products. Because around data analytics products, we talk about QA, we talk about ETL, we talk about BI or accelerators. They are heavily priced,
Hanji.
not giving the expected ROI.
Hmm.
We are going to disrupt this market very soon through our products.
Yeah.
Pulse Convert, Tableau to Power BI migration. No tool exists in the market right now. We are coming up with Click to Power BI, SAP BO to Power BI, and Cognos to Power BI as well. Decision Pulse, generative BI platform, trained like a McKinsey or BCG or Bain consultant.
All right.
GenFlow and generative ETL platform, which creates a smart pipelines. Data is the fuel for AI.
Hmm.
Whatever AI LLM model you are using, till the time you do not have a clean, smart data, your AI is useless. So GenFlow targets this area.
Correct.
Pulse QA, smart QA processes. Your software engineering teams needs a new QA processes which gives you better quality of the code and timely basis risk notification. Dex Optimizer, it improves overall Power BI ecosystem. Magic Grid, this makes your BI layer through Power BI as an smart interactive tool,
Hanji.
not a dashboarding system.
Hmm.
So entirely ecosystem which we are developing is a smart data ecosystem for the organizations comparatively at a low cost and better value add.
So let's talk about the Pulse Convert. You were telling me about it. So why is this product a game changer?
It's a game changer. I can again commit. Reason being, as of now, few years back, Tableau was a market leader for BI area.
Hanji.
Most of the Fortune 1000 companies were using Tableau as an BI platforms. In the advancement of BI area by Microsoft, Power BI is a market leader nowadays. But there are many organizations which have legacy systems, legacy BI platforms in Tableau, in Click, in SAP BO, and other BI softwares. So let's talk about Tableau right now. And we have right now 500 plus leads, and there are organizations which have 50,000 dashboards, 60,000 dashboards, 70,000. We are working with them.
Huge.
Now, the current challenges which we saw is there is no automated solution. It's a huge gap. Our team is working since last 2 years on this product, and now we are achieving accuracy between 75 to 90%.
Wow.
So now you assume the process which used to take months and years of time will take weeks and days of time. It achieves accuracy in in migrating the ETL steps, modeling, measures, calculations, actions, bookmarks, visuals, everything. This is the only tool in the market which is that much accurate. All the big consulting companies, IT companies are looking for the collaboration. Some collaborations we have done, and then we will be doing some more collaborations in the future.
Interesting what you're building over here. I think it's gonna eat a lot of share of these well existed organizations. So, what would you say to the companies and to the competitors which say it's impossible to create a tool which migrate Tableau dashboards to Power BI with 90% accuracy?
We have done that.
All right.
And I would like to tell you one thing. There are many companies and the competitors which claim we have an automated solution for Tableau to Power BI.
Mhm.
They publish their solutions in multiple places, Google, Microsoft App Source. I can tell you, if any company even achieves 30% accuracy in single click,
Hmm.
we will give entire code with IP to free of cost.
Mhm.
I can tell you there is no solution exists which
Acha,
can even achieve 30% accuracy in single click,
my God.
and our guarantee is 75 to 90% in a single click.
So Magic Grid sounds mysterious. What does it do uniquely?
If you see the Power BI, it's a normally a visualization layer, BI layer, which gives you descriptive dashboards. Assuming the right real time scenario where you are a CEO, you see some stats, and you want to comment that, or you want to share your insights to someone else, or if you realize some number is wrong, you want to update it.
Hmm.
You want to send directly mail from your visualization layer to someone else. You want to send a notification to the teams.
Hmm.
You want a change in data should happen through approval workflows. You want report busting on multiple scenarios and multiple combinations and permutations. This is not exist. This doesn't exist.
All right.
So this enhances your overall BI environment,
Mm-hmm.
which is your organization might have through Power BI, but this adds a lot of values in your BI layer. It makes your BI layer talking to the leadership directly, giving the feedback, taking the feedback, fixing the changes, sharing your comments, directly sending them mails, directly sending the notification on the teams, scheduling report bus based on some notifications, some conditions. So all those things are covered in the magic grid. That is why it is a magic.
Interesting. You guys are onto something. You guys are building something very new in the market. So GenFlow is becoming popular among AI transformation teams. What makes it special?
If you see the ETL tool in the market right now, which says like popular, they are charging millions and millions of USD to the big enterprises. This is a real intelligent workflow system which we are proposing, which is as user friendly as a business user can create a workflow intelligent system, which is as powerful it can process TBs of data, and which is as smart you just write what I want, it will create the entire workflow.
Okay,
It can connect to multiple LLM models, APIs,
correct.
unstructured data, structured data, semi-structured data, ready-made formulas, ready-made different types of widgets, and you do not require architect, this architect, that architect to manage the tool. A simple person can design the flow and manage the flow
Interesting.
at very low cost and 10 times more smarter. I can commit you.
Hmm.
I'm repeating myself again. Whatever ETL platforms you see in the market, it is 10 times more powerful, 10 times more smarter at one tenth cost.
That's a disruption happening over here. Beautiful. So Pulse QA, you mentioned something about this. Why do you build quality focused products?
Nowadays, software engineering teams require a support from the GenAI perspective. Pulse QA is a tool which can do the QC of your web applications, mobile applications, databases, APIs, custom application on a single click. It is adaptive in a way. Tomorrow, if your UI gets changed, you don't have to write the use case again. It is self healing. You write the prompt, it will create the use case automatically. It can be integrated with CI/CD pipelines. So next time when you push the code, it validates, it finds the issues and alert you, so that your software engineering team is more comfortable.
Hmm.
They get better quality code, less bugs, and more production time in less cost. This can be integrated in your environment as an application through browsers. Different ways of consumptions are there, and different types of testing approaches which we have in the market popular. Everything is here under the single umbrella.
And what about the DAX optimizer? How does it help enterprises right now?
I've worked very extensively on different BI platforms, including Power BI,
Hanji.
and I have seen a big enterprises procure multiple premium capacities, Power BI premium capacities or Fabric SKUs for multiple regions. And one of the key region is when you go for Power BI premium capacity or Fabric SKU, you get a limited level of memory or capacity and processing power. Processing power decides the performance of your dashboard. The purpose of dashboard is your decision makers or C-suite should be able to take the decision when they see the insights.
Correct.
If your dashboard does not render in 10 seconds, whatever insights you are showing is a useless because C-suite doesn't have that much of time.
Absolutely.
In order to overcome this challenge, organizations procure lot of premium capacities or fabric SKUs because they need a better performance. And I can tell you multiple times capacity is not the issue or memory is not the issue. The issue is within your dashboard. The reason being, someone in your team have write the very bad DAX code, which is slowing down the performance of your dashboard. Your team is thinking this is the memory or capacity of the infrastructure which you have taken. So rather than fixing the problem in the dashboard, you take the higher capacity. DAX optimizer get into your dashboard or a premium capacity or your AS model, improves the DAX quality, clean the dirty code, bring the performance up, and reduces your cost. Reduces your cost in a way, in case if the DAX optimizer improve the performance of a dashboard, you might not require a 10 Power BI premium. You will require only 8, and 2 Power BI premium capacity is millions of USD. Practically, we have seen that, and DAX optimizer has done at multiple places.
Correct. And you also mentioned about Decision Pulse AI. What's the core value proposition over here?
Currently, if you see the existing BI platforms in the market, they are mainly descriptive dashboards, which tells you what has happened. This will give you the numbers and charts.
Yeah.
They will not tell you why it has happened. They will not tell you what you should do. Recommendation system is missing.
Yes.
Decision Pulse AI is our generative BI offering with prescriptive analytics engine, which has been trained exactly like a McKinsey, BCG, or Bain consultant.
Wow.
This has been trained on 20 plus industries and 10 function of each industry. This will give you recommendations. This will create multiple scenarios, simulations, insights. When you feed the data, it will not give you only charts, which normally BI platform does, where you spend millions of USD.
Yeah.
This will give you why it has happened, what you should do, what your competitors are doing. It will show you Arima. It will show you Monte Carlo. So, I can tell you, post implementation of Decision Pulse AI, you do not require costly management consultant. Take my words,
Interesting.
because it has been trained on all the key management consulting frameworks,
Yeah.
right? It will give you the guidance, what you should do, how you should do. It will give you the fact, the reason why it is suggesting that. So it is transparent, it is not a black box.
Correct.
We are already in trial with 20 plus companies with this product, all the big companies. And then you don't have to spend hefty money you are spending on the BI platforms just to see the charts.
Correct.
So it's a one step solution for all of your analytics requirements.
Yes. I connect with this a lot because I used to work in EY Parthenon under advisory practice, and if products like these are getting launched in the market, definitely it's going to disrupt the space. So beautiful. Great to hear that organizations like yours are creating this impact in the market. We'll pivot the conversation now towards some, personal narratives. Would love to understand from you. You as a thought leader have built your reputation over the years. What has been the core philosophy behind this?
So, whatever content or video I released or we release, this is mainly for C-suite clarity. What they should do tomorrow. So we bring clarity, transparency. It helps C-suites to take the decisions. So that is the main objective of our videos or content which we publish.
Correct. What is that misunderstanding that leaders have about Gen AI in today's world?
They think GenAI is a chatbot, but actually GenAI is a process replacement or process recreation.
Interesting.
This creates a system in your organizations, which is a collection of agents, smart processes, smart workflows, along with the humans in the loop, so that a safe environment is created and the productivity is improved.
So you've advised top enterprises. What is the first question that you ask them in a Gen AI strategy workshop?
So the first question normally we ask is, what is the one process which no one in the organization would like to do? And that is the process which will give you the best ROI, and that is the low hanging fruit in your organization.
So we've talked about things that are the reasons for success of Gen AI, but what are the biggest reasons that Gen AI initiatives fail?
Three, you have to be aware with a sales consultant. My word sales consultant,
Yeah.
many people from the IT and consulting companies will give you the wrong expectations, wrong dreams. So, three regions are there: wrong expectation settings, no ROI framework applied, what ROI should you evaluate, what expected outcome you should achieve, and third is adoption. People have fear, lot of fear about the Gen AI, and which decreases the adoption.
Hmm.
Until the time adoption is not there, your Gen AI project will not be successful.
So, looking at the industry at large, what is your perspective on the biggest competitive advantage we have in next 3 years?
Competitive advantage is not technology, it is the speed through which implementation happens.
Yeah.
If you do not do that today, your competitor have done that yesterday, and then you will lose into the competition.
Very curious to understand this thing from you, that when enterprises are onboarding a Gen AI vendor, what are the things that they need to analyze?
It is not by demos, not by POCs. It is by time to value and repeatability. If any vendor says, I will be able to showcase you the value in 3 months' time, walk away. That vendor will not help you.
What is your message to the founders who are building organizations in the AI space?
Don't build tools. Create workflow engines which solves real time business challenges and problems without any dependency at low cost and in simple terms. It should not complicate the process because someone is taking the product or you as a consultant to solve their problem. If you build something which is solving the problem but making implementation very complex, then it will not be a successful product.
When you meet someone, you can feel the energy in the room. And today I want to ask you this question, that what are those things that motivate you in your life?
Creating impact at the scale. Assuming, because I've seen this multiple times, you created some workflows, few AI agents, some type of AI based application which makes life easier for 50,000 people. So this is a satisfaction which we get, because when you talk to those people and the type of appreciation you get, type of feedback you get, that motivates. Because ultimately the purpose of technology is to make the life easier and better. And then once you implement those type of solutions, when you help them to make their life better, so this is a real motivation which we get.
Correct. So Maniji, everyone on planet Earth has a purpose or a mission in their lives. So would want to hear it from the horse's mouth. What is your mission?
Helping the enterprises to improve their productivity 10 times by unlocking the real potential of Gen AI and providing them safe and secure environment. Because currently organizations and the C-suite has lot of concerns about the security, data security, challenges in terms of web security in Gen AI era. So it is not only limited to providing the productivity and compromising the security of any organization's asset. So giving them a 10 times productivity, additionally providing them a security in terms of data and the ethical, giving the solution in an ethical way.
So today we see that your videos and your frameworks are referred by students. So what is that message you have for the universities and colleges who are building the next generation of AI leaders?
I strongly believe that advantage of India, India can take the advantage of AI if they start giving exposure of real world use cases to the students
Hmm.
who are taking the education. Their education should not be limited to OpenAI or Gemini or Llama, not specific to the models only.
Yeah.
They should learn how those Gen AI features or implementations can be done in real world scenario. healthcare, supply chain, marketing, so that their mind is developed for the real world scenarios from the student time. Otherwise, if you see right now, when the college students are coming out for the jobs, they lack very basic skills. They know what ChatGPT can do, Gemini can do, but they are not able to relate with the real world problems. So, we are doing a lot of collaborations with the universities where we will be showing them the real case scenarios, what we have done, how we have done, what things they should study, what they should read, so that, and we are doing a lot of webinars as well, talking to multiple big universities in India, where we will be going, showing some case studies to them virtually, physically, so that those students learn how this power of GenAI can be linked with the real time, real world use cases.
Yeah.
Then only once these students come out from the colleges, they will be the asset for the India, and then they can make powerful India in the next 10 years.
I totally agree with that, and I feel that next 10 years are years of India, and AI has a big role to play in that. We see that your insights are very relevant for the TV audience today. So, if a media house or a seminar organizer is listening, what unique perspective do you bring as a keynote speaker over there?
I bring boardroom clarity about the GenAI to the normal people, because there are a lot of discussions happens, but they are such an complex in nature or technical in the nature, everyone can't understand. So my most of the time objective is speaking in the layman language, so every common people can understand how an implementation of workflow into a Fortune 500 organizations saved 1,000 man hours. This is very simple. Or how a solution deployed by us, which was an inside generation project, could bring 500 millions of revenue for an organization.
Yeah.
So, in simple terms, explaining the things to the people with the sharpness similar to the boardroom discussions,
Yeah.
but in a simple language, so everyone can understand and can become part of this entire GenAI environment. So that is my most of the time objective.
Interesting. So, people see you as a person who can simplify complex enterprise AI. How do you make AI relatable for mass audience without losing the depth?
I feel if CXO can understand and student can apply, this is my win. So I try to create a bridge between the C-suite and the normal people, so that our advices CXO can understand, and if needed, a student can understand those things. That is where the gap is right now, which we are trying to fill and making people, students, Gen AI ready, because next 10 year would be the AI driven only. So we have to prepare ourselves where even if a person or a student is not getting into the Gen AI direction, is not going to be a Gen AI developer or AI developer, but still he understand what Gen AI can do. So whatever business or service he or she does, they know how to utilize the Gen AI initiatives and the features.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for your time today. And thank you so much for coming and embracing our networking series with your presence. And we look forward to having another round of conversation with you. And your perspectives are really thought provoking and mind bending. Would love to have another round. And idea is to inspire the aspirational India. Beautiful. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you very much, Anish. And I would like to tell everyone the type of product suites which we have, which we are coming up very soon, one by one. Take my word seriously, we are going to disrupt 450 billion USD data analytics product market. We will disrupt it. Thank you very much.